Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is Christmas here at Seaworld Orlando. I thought what I would do today is, in our quest to see all of the Christmas decorations at all of the local parks here around Orlando, I thought we'd do SeaWorld this morning, and I'll show you around, show you all of the Christmas decorations this year. SeaWorld really went all out this year. They did a phenomenal job. I really am impressed with what they did. In fact, if you are here on vacation between now and the middle of January and you want to see a theme park decorated, come out to SeaWorld. They, without a doubt, have the best decorated park of Universal and Disney. Now, Universal does a good job, but SeaWorld went all out this year. And they also have an event called Roller Coasters After Dark Christmas Edition, where you ride roller coasters and walk among all of the Christmas lights, Christmas trees. It's a private event at night, not too crazy expensive. Some I'm gonna have to try this year. Have not tried it yet, but I think there's another couple of weeks of it. So lots and lots of cool stuff to see here at SeaWorld Orlando. Again, I've mentioned it before, their Christmas celebration is one of my all-time favorite events here in Orlando. And I'm not gonna be here tonight because they close at like 5 or 6 tonight, because we're not quite in the holiday hours yet. Thanksgiving just ended, and we don't really start getting into the late night hours till about 2.5 weeks from now, and then it'll be like 2.5, almost 3 weeks of the park staying open until 10 o'clock or later. So today I thought what we do is we tour the park. I'll show you everything in the daytime, and then in a couple days or maybe a week or so we'll come back at night, and then we'll do the coasters after dark, and then show you all of the decorations at nighttime. So without wasting any more time, let's get our rear ends in gear, get into the park, and let's enjoy some Christmas, as it is now December 2nd. Thanksgiving is over, it was awesome, and now we can fully say we are all in on Christmas now. So for the next month and a half, there's gonna be lots of Christmas. So for all you Christmas fans watching this, you're gonna have a great time over the next month and a half. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So we're starting here at the main entrance of the park where they have the big tree. It is interactive. You push a button on the tree and it makes sounds, and the lights sparkle like that. It's pretty neat. So that button that everybody's pushing is right here. It's that little red button right there on the tree. So you push that and it makes the tree light up and gives some sound effects. One of the neatest additions, I think, this year for the SeaWorld Christmas celebration was the relocation of the electric train set. If you're wondering where this is, if you've been here before, this is the duck pond where they have had all of the ducks featured. So they've kind of moved them out to another habitat, and they've put all the electric trains in here. I mean, this is brilliant. Whoever came up with this is one of the neatest ideas I've ever seen. I mean, the train goes over the water and the waterfalls. They have the cable cars. There's 3 or 4 separate train sets here. So if you remember SeaWorld Christmas events in the past, before Pipeline was built right here, this was where the original Christmas pathway used to be. They would open these gates up, and it would go, the festival would go all the way down this pathway, and the train was set up just beyond these walls over here. They had a whole setup. And last year they didn't have the train, and a lot of people were disappointed. People love this thing. So I'm glad that the powers that be, whoever thought of this, they all put their heads together, got Coca-Cola right there to sponsor this, and we have a brand new train set and location. So I'll show you some of the other train sets. So this one here, we have this cable car that goes back and forth right here. This is the main Santa Express, and then there's a cable car up there that's running back and forth. I should say cable car, like a trolley car. And then way back there, which we'll go over there in a minute, there's another train running back there. So right here you can see this trolley car. See it pull into that station down there. So it's on a little timer, so you see it sitting right there. a couple more seconds, it'll come back this way. There it goes. And it stops at this station right here, and then a few more seconds it'll head back the other direction. And they have added a lot to this since it started. When it first opened up a couple weeks ago, it just had a couple little decorations here and there. They've added like pine trees here. The Coca-Cola signs are new. They've added some more houses right in through here. Oh, and they've put more Christmas lights in here. This thing looks amazing at nighttime. Let me take you on a little tour around here. We'll go around the other side here. Now here's the other train over here somewhere. There it is. I would love to have this in my backyard. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite childhood memories, when I was in first grade, I got my first electric train set from Santa Claus. And the amount of times my grandfather and I spent bonding over that electric train set was just, I'll never forget it. Some very, very special memories for me. If you got this at the right angle, you could almost make people think this was real. All right, next stop, Seaworld Waterfront. And then during the nights of the Christmas festival, they have all of the food booths here. It's just a little example of what you can get here. And then they also have their sampling lanyard, which is probably the cheapest way to do this, because these things, while they are good portions, a little bit pricey. Oh, and you can smell Voyagers. You can, I'm going to take you on a little tour inside Voyager's smokehouse here. They have this done up inside. It feels almost like, being home for Christmas. It has that Christmas dinner smell, and it just feels very much like home inside. Before we go in, this is the beignet shop over here. They've got beignets, all different kinds here. Now the one thing though is the lanyards did get very expensive this year. $75 for 10 when it used to be 12 and 15 for like 55-ish. So that's one of the kind of not so good changes, but outside of that, that's still a pretty good deal. So for 75 bucks, you get 10 punches. So realistically, you're breaking that down to like $7 a piece, which is almost cheaper than Epcot's pricing. You can see how they have it all done up in here. I wish there was a way to get that smell through the camera. And they have the old-timey Christmas music playing in here. This is the Stingray Lagoon. This is close to the entryway. Basically, you walk past the Manta Coaster and take a left. Follow the signs where it says Key West, and it'll take you to the touch tanks here. And what's wild is these rays are so used to people that they see you and they will literally come right up to the edge. On days when I'm working here, especially in the early mornings or at night after the park closes, they'll be kind of swimming around, but they'll be more towards the middle and on the bottom, and I'll walk up and basically stand like right here, and within about 20 seconds they all start coming this way and they start sticking their little flippers out of the water. Alright, our Christmas quest. I think we'll do a little sky tower in here. A few original attractions left here at SeaWorld. You get some beautiful views out here too as you come around the side here to get on the tower. There's Dan from Midway Mayhem. There's this fountain. Fountain's doing good, Dan. Ooh, we're going up the stairs, so that means we're going to get a spot on the upper deck.
Welcome aboard the SeaWorld Sky Tower. As you take your ride up to a height of 300 feet. Well, we're just about 300 feet up now, and from here you can see from miles and miles. As the cabin rotates, keep an eye open for a lush, tropical oasis right across the street from SeaWorld. That's Discovery Cove. We are on a mission to protect marine life and the oceans they call home. Your visit is a chance for you to play a part in protecting our planet. Each ticket and each experience helps fund wildlife rescue and rehabilitation efforts, habitat protection, and ocean health initiatives. Our mission is to see it here and save it there, from park to planet. Thanks for joining us and have a great day here at SeaWorld.
Here we are back on the ground. That's always a great ride. If you're an annual pass holder or an employee, you do get, I think it's gold. I think it's gold and then the top tier. And I believe even the silver pass, you get free ride on the Sky Tower. If you're here as a guest, it's I believe it's $5 a person. All right, so I'm gonna show you all something. These red trees out here, these have been a SeaWorld staple for Christmas for a long time. Does anybody remember, before Infinity Falls was built, there used to be the SeaWorld, I think it was an aqua garden or a seafloor garden. But anyway, it was a beautifully landscaped area that looked like the bottom of a seafloor. And during Christmas, they would put those red Christmas trees over there. Well, since Infinity Falls is there now, they moved those red trees over here to the Sea Lion and Otter Stadium. Here we are, heading on into the Penguin Trek area, the Antarctica area. They put lights in all of these trees, all white lights. Obviously, it's not going to show up right now during the day, but something to check out at night. And SeaWorld did exactly what I was hoping they would do, and they decorated the you-know-what out of this whole Antarctica area. I mean, look at this. This looks amazing. Yeah, definitely gonna have to come through here at nighttime. I was hoping that they would do this for a long time. I always thought by not decorating this land was kind of a big miss, so I'm glad that they decided to go ahead and do this. And they put this big tree in here now too. And we got the Penguin Trek ride. Just out of curiosity, see how long that line is. Such a great improvement. And we'll check out one other thing here. Oof, 55 minutes. The other thing I found the other day, it was kind of a nice surprise when I was working here. I walked in the Expedition Cafe and check this out. I mean, they made this whole Christmas forest as you walk in here. It's neat, right? But see, this is what I was pointing out yesterday when I did my Epcot Christmas vlog. Look at this and compare this to that BS that they threw together at Epcot, the so-called Christmas Grove or whatever that was, the Glittering Grove, where half the trees didn't work. This is what they could have done. I mean, look, it looks so good. Oh, and the other thing, if you come into this Expedition Cafe, check out the floor. You got the penguin tracks. I thought this was nice too. They have this big sign, Merry Christmas from Antarctica. You got all the trees over here. These are my other newfound loves here. Big fan of these things. These are those nano coasters. I bought a couple of these a couple months ago. SeaWorld a lot of times has these special promotions for employees where you can get some of this stuff at a pretty good price. And I bought 2 of these, and I'm a big fan of them. They're a lot of fun to put together, and they're a replica of the real coaster layout. One of the other areas that's been greatly improved is this Kraken / Journey to Atlantis area. No line for JTA today. Imagine that. It's only, I think it's 52 right now. This is the event I was talking about. Of course, want to put, wind hasn't blown all morning till right now. There we go. There's the QR code. You don't have any curiosities about this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to try this. This area is known as the Sea of Dreams area for Christmas time. So I always think it's neat to come out here during the day, see this stuff during the day, and then see it at night, because it looks way different both times. They have one of these gigantic snow globes. They have a Christmas ballerina. This is kind of like the snow globe we saw at IAAPA 2 weeks ago. I pointed it out before, but this is my all-time favorite spot to stand, especially in summertime. You get this water falling off the building right here. It hits these rocks and it splashes out this way. And you stand in just the right area. You can cool yourself off naturally. Great spot. And you're in the shade. It's just perfect. So this is what we would call zone 2 over here. When I'm in zone 2, this is one of my favorite spots to stand. One, it's cool, and secondly, you get to watch people come off this little bitty ramp over here on Journey to Atlantis. And what's crazy is the big splashdowns, you get a little bit wet, but this little one, you get absolutely tidal waved with water. Hard to believe, but just a few minutes ago, we were way up there. Here they come. Oh, here we go. Oh! That is too funny. Classic. Intamin created these, I believe, and they are all over the world. This Journey to Atlantis is probably the best of the three. All SeaWorld parks in the United States have a Journey to Atlantis, and they're all different variations. This one, by far the best. But I would love to get out to the other SeaWorld parks and see them for myself and see the differences. And even before Kraken was here, Journey to Atlantis came first, then Kraken, and then thrills kept continuing. But yeah, this is a great ride. So next area of exploration here, we have the boardwalk. That takes us over to Sesame Street Land and kind of towards Infinity Falls. It amazed me though this year is SeaWorld didn't put any of the Sea of Trees on that side. They only did it on this one side this year. But still looks good. Especially that big tree in the middle there. I was glad they added that a couple years ago. So the next thing we're going to take a look at here is they have this festival of trees, if you will. It's a festival pathway of Christmas trees through the decades, and they're all decorated with items that were popular during that particular decade. So this is a pretty neat photo op. They have a SeaWorld opened in 1973. It's an old tube television. How many people remember those? Oh my gosh, and they have the tinsel on the dang tree. Okay, once these people get out of there, we gotta take a closer look at this. This is the tinsel I was talking about the other day. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So this is the Sea of Memories. We start off in the 1920s here. You got the popcorn balls and the kind of do-it-yourself garland. Look at the tree, it's got Crayola crayons, Lincoln logs, rocking horse, a popcorn garland, and like the lanterns, popcorn balls. I think this would look awesome at night. So then you come over here, and now we go to the 1930s here. I tell you what though, when you read these, and the 30s were obviously marked by the Great Depression, When you read how the 1920s went, it's so similar to how we're going right now in the 2020s. I mean, we are headed straight for a repeat of history. We've got we've got the Christmas, the actual round ornaments now. Got the candles on the tree. Record player. Oh, and of course the Green Army Men. And Monopoly. And moving forward, 1940s. Oh my gosh. My grandparents had these. The freaking light up deer. Wow. I haven't seen those in forever. And so now we have a 1940s style of Christmas tree here. And what's at the bottom here? Got a Viewmaster. The chattering talking teeth. Scrabble. The old magic 8-ball. Slinky. And now we're starting to change how the decorations look because we're moving into the 1950s. Oh yes, we got the Play-Doh, Matchbox cars, Barbie, Potato Head.
You just pick one and I can send it to her, okay?
Oh, there's Gumby. Right by the entrance here, we've got the 1960s, and you can see the garland changing, the decorations still changing. They have the beach shack decorated too for the pipeline coaster. All right, next one should be the 1970s. Here we go, 1970s. Oh, they even got the bubble lights on here too. 1970s Star Wars, Risk, and their football, the Atari, and Uno. What games they got here with our Atari? Oh, we got Space Invaders, Asteroids, and Adventure. Oh yes, I remember all those. The 1980s, this is my era right here.
Silver and gold mean so much more when I see.
80s were a cool time. They really were. Let's see what kind of toys we got. Care Bear. Oh my gosh. Right there. That is, I was a big fan of He-Man. I can remember I was so excited. I got my first He-Man Masters of the Universe action figure. Oh my gosh, they have a Smurfs lunchbox. I had this exact one. Holy cow. It was metal. It's an exact replica. Unbelievable. Yeah, it had the thermos in it even. Let's see what the 1990s usher in. Oh my gosh, the Ty Beanie Babies. Who could forget that? The Furbies. Nintendo Game Boy. Oh my gosh, my brother and I had this. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles blimp. That thing was huge when you blew it up. Like when you actually inflated it, it was gigantic. Dine with Santa, this way. Oh, the 2000s. got the iPod. That was the Nintendo. What the heck was that? It had the wands. Jeez, why can't I think of that? Yes, that was the Nintendo Wii. It just dawned on me. I don't know why I couldn't think about that. I kept thinking like, not the GameCube, not the Switch, the Wii. That was a great system too, by the way. And over here in Bayside Stadium, they also have the Winter Wonderland on ice during the actual event. And the Holiday Reflections fireworks show that usually follows the last show of the evening. And our last tree on the path of our Sea of Memories, the 2010s. Of course, got the fidget spinner, PlayStation 3. Cell phones. Remote control BB-8. So that, ladies and gents, is our Festival of Trees, or our Sea of Memories, all along the pipeline pathway. So you come here to SeaWorld, take some time and walk this pathway and check out all the nostalgic memories from years gone past. It's pretty cool how they did that. They also have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's a full-on experience where you walk through and actually kind of put yourself right in the middle of the story. Pretty cool. Well, there you have it, ladies and gents. A little tour around SeaWorld Orlando for Christmas time. Well, fun time there at SeaWorld. If you're going to be here from now till the early to mid-January, give SeaWorld a try. You know, especially if you want to see all things Christmas, SeaWorld around later part of the day, dusk and into the evening, you're going to love it. Like that SeaWorld Christmas celebration is a lot of fun. The shows, the Old Wondrous Night show, the ice skating show, Winter Wonderland on ice. You know, we're going to go back and do those things in the coming days. But today, like I said, I wanted to give you a look and see what it looks like in the daylight. It looks really nice. There's so much to see, and I love the Antarctica area. They did such a good job with that. In years past, I always kept saying, why they need to decorate this? I mean, Antarctica for Christmas? Beautiful. Why not? And so I'm glad they did that this year. So if you're going to be here, check out SeaWorld. There's a lot of deals on Groupon. If you are considering being an annual pass holder, they have deals right now, both in-state and out-of-state. Basically, for as much, if not maybe a little less, than that Disney Pixie Pass, which is their lowest pass on the chart, which basically only it's like a Monday through Thursday and tons of blackout dates. You can get a platinum level pass at SeaWorld, which gets you into all of the SeaWorld parks around the country, all the Busch Gardens, and all the Aquaticas. Something to think about. But hope you all enjoyed this SeaWorld vlog. I had fun walking around, showing you everything. And we're going to go back soon and do the Coasters After Dark Christmas edition so we can see SeaWorld at night with all the Christmas lights on, and then do some roller coasters as well. So have a fantastic week, everybody. Welcome to Christmas. It's officially begun. Look forward to bringing a lot more to y'all. Thanks again for watching. Or if you like this, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get to 1,000 before the new year. Be a great goal to hit. This has been the truth. It's been actual. I hope it was mighty satisfactual. See ya.